Yeah, hi peeps, this is Tersse back in the spot box again, and I just thought I'd let you see a little bit of this. This is, oh god, what's it called again? I forgot the fucking name. Unholy Wars, it's Darkfall, Unholy Wars. I pre-ordered this, so this is like a beta at the moment. It's a bit clunky and I'm not really happy with the user interface or the mechanics of it. For instance, get my all this shit happens, keeps going to different camera modes and shit that are all preset for whatever you're doing. I mean, first person to third person, but if I put my stuff away, I can see more, and that's me casting like a ball of flame, you know. But to select another, then I can use numbers. That's a fireball. And, oh yeah, like this right button for fireballs. But no, to select another, I've got to press Alt, hold down my left mouse button, and then just, choose one of these. Now it's fucking went back to the fucking RC, I don't know why it's doing that. Oh right, yeah, because I should do that, right. And then I can take my magma bomb, which is gravity sort of affected, so I have to aim above. I have to aim above where I'm going with it in order to get it. I'm going to try and hit that wee guy over there. First step to the side. I'm going to try and hit that wee guy there, right? So I have to aim about there. Yep. A bit too far, but you can see that it's gravity oriented, it's in fly straight. That one goes straight, but that one, that's gravity, it goes up and down. You see it, so, but it's clunky. In order to change, I've got to press it, hold it out, press the right mouse button, hold it down, and then press the left mouse button to select one of these fucking things, you know what I mean? And it's just sort of bullshit really, you know what I mean? It's just clunky, it's fucking really old looking. The user interface is supposed to be a brand new game. It is based on an old game called Darkfall. So Darkfall Unholy Wars, supposed to be the new rendition of the old Darkfall, which a lot of people liked. It's a huge, gigantic fucking grind though. I mean, it takes you forever to get anywhere on this fucking thing, really, And really, I pre-ordered it, so I got into the beta game for free, straight away, and I could probably have got a key by going to a website somewhere, but you get in by pre-ordering, and you get a free month when the game releases. I probably won't be wasting any more of my time on this after the first 3 months, and the start of the game, whenever that happens. They're still adding sort of characters at the moment. I think there's 3. I'm the Elementalist, but you can become a skirmisher or a warrior. Apparently the warrior and the skirmisher are much faster to level up at the moment and have much better combat skills, because there is a lot of PvP in it. As soon as I leave this city, the boundaries of this city, I'm in the PvP world. The Elementalist basically is very squishy. They've done nothing to give them any protections against being hit by swords. I don't run fast, I don't have any magical protections, no shields, I don't have any slow spells to cast on MD or freeze spells or anything like that. So basically, MD who's like a warrior can run about and chop me to bits, to sweep very shortly, and my spells, I've got no power really to do them any damage because their chain armour is magic resistant, funnily enough. But my cloth armour doesn't have very much slash or stab or bash resistance, very little whatsoever, And it's going to take me like a month, 2 months to get anywhere leveling up, to get any sort of protection, So basically the elemental was, which I chose to be, is a pain in the arse, stupid fucking waste of time. But I can swap to the skirmisher. If I want to, I can become a skirmisher and I can use the brawl stuff, you know, rather than being the elementalist and use the elements, but I can be a warrior. I can swap in this game, that's one good thing. You can swap characters, and all you need to be able to do is, once you swap, I don't have anything to swap into, but I could swap and become a warrior. Did I swap there? I'm not sure if I did or not. I think I probably did. What was it? I can't remember the rest again. I don't play it very often. It's what the fuck is it now? No, I'm still a wizard. What the fuck? I'm still an elemental, so what happened there? I didn't really change. That's weird. I'm supposed to be able to change straight away. Milestone. So I see that there's all these spells for the other thing, but I don't know how to swap at the moment. I'm afraid I don't know how to swap into the other characters, but I can become a skirmisher. I don't know why I'm still an elementalist. Weird as fuck. So I also don't know how to swap. There is a way to swap characters. Probably instantly, but then you can't change back for like, 15 minutes or something like that if you want to swap back. But as I said, it's got a clunky user interface. It's not going with balance or anything like that yet. It's a complete grind to level anything up, like mining, collecting herbs, basically doing anything. It's a huge, gigantic time soak, and it takes a long time. You do get raidable animals, funnily enough. I have herbs to get into my fucking infantry. It's not good. Right, hold on. I know I can get in my inventory when I go over here. Is it B? Ah, there we go. Infantry. Right. Fucking B of all things. For inventory. So, yeah, there it is there. Pardon me. Pardon me, that doesn't work. Oh, there it is. There we go. So now I can get, press F and then select component, and then I've got my, by the way, once I leave this wall, the city walls, somebody could, if they wanted to, steal my mount. If I'm not on it, they can come up, jump on it and raid off, so you have to be careful of that shit, As in me, I've got the saber-toothed cat at the moment, but I've got 3 others in the bank. See if we can get into the bank. Well, apparently not. Apparently I can't get into the bank. Apparently first I've got to put that away. So, go on. Get rid of it. You've seen my... fuck off. No, it's done, right. Get in the bank, go to press F and then select. And then that opens up your bank. See, I've got the Gamma figurine, the tribal bear figurine, the death pig figurine, that is the one you see going by, and I've got the Radian figurine, which is a cat, and here's all my stuff, and you see how clunky it is. I mean, I had to make all these fucking things here, otherwise there would just be hundreds and hundreds of stuff and you've got to scroll back and forward from end to end to fucking find anything. So, I put stuff into crafted bags, and otherwise you'd be looking around forever for fucking anything that you are looking for, you know what I mean? But there's lots of stuff in the game that you can do. I'm finding it really hard to find anywhere to get any decent tutorials because it's in beta and there's not a lot of information out yet. You get these tools for digging and doing stuff, shit, crafting. I haven't got anything yet, so I'll put it on the bank. basically not enamoured with the game, to be honest with you. I mean, it looks nice, to be honest with you. It does look quite nice, you know what I mean? I've got the graphics up ultra. I think they're up at high on most things. But as you can see, the shadows are faint as well, so it's not. I've not got it on ultra yet. I could run it on ultra, but it doesn't really take a lot to run the game. But it is glitchy. Not the game itself, but using the interface. Sometimes you can get stuck in your interface or stuck doing an action if you're chatting at the same time. You get chat channels that you can pull up: global channel, local channel, group channels, team channels and stuff like that. But often you can find yourself stuck and unable to do anything other than use the camera. You can find yourself stuck because there's something to do with the chat. When you enter the chat, sometimes you can find yourself just stuck there, unable to access your inventory or to move like that. But you can look around, which could be dangerous if you're in the PvP world and somebody attacks you and you were chatting to somebody and you find yourself stuck, because you can't log out very quick. It takes several seconds to log out, and you can't. You get bring the map up. This is where I'm at the moment. And that's what we're sitting. So it's a large map, you know, huge map really. But if I was out here somewhere, you know, and I want to get back to the town, I've got these things here, and as you can see, it takes fucking ever to sort of call me back. It's like a Bindstone recall thing, you know. But to be honest with you, you couldn't really utilise this very easily in the field unless you're totally safe and you know nothing's going to attack you, or a PvPers know about to chop you into bits. So, Darkfall, not really sure about it. I'm sure some people have got a vested interest in it because they've played the original Darkfall one. And so they've maybe been waiting on this update for it, but to be honest with you, I don't really see the attraction for something that is so much a grind, costs real money, and you can't do anything in this game without spending gold. It's not hard to find gold, but you know, you're going to pay 30 quid for pre-order. It's going to be maybe $50 when it comes out. It's going to be $15 a month, so I would say a very expensive game for what's in it. And to be honest with you, there's better PvP games out there. I mean, Worm, for instance, got good PvP, so. But there are a faction of people that love this game, very much like the lovers of WoW, you know. They love the game simply because they've played it and found many friends in the game and stuff like that. I suppose it's a social network kind of thing as well. But I find it very clunky. I don't find that the chat works very well. As I say, it freezes a lot and traps you unable to move or do anything. You have to restart the game to get out of it. So all in all, I would say not a brilliant game. Not a game for me personally, but I'm sure some of you out there might find it engrossing. And I find one a bit of a grind, and this game twice as much as a grind as one, so take it from me, I don't mind working hard to build a character up, but there doesn't really seem to be much character building in this, so it's not really RPG, it's more just MMO, PvE, PvP, with a huge gigantic grind to build your skills up, but you're not really developing a character. Your character basically is set from the very outset when you build it, and that's it. And apparently you only get one character, which you can change from the sort of type of tune that you are, from a mage to a skirmisher to a warrior, and I believe they're bringing out sort of a priest kind of tune next, which is going to be the healer, I suppose. So there's that to look forward to, I suppose, a new type of character, but to be honest with you, I just find it too much work for what I'm getting out of it. But don't just take it from me. If you want to try and get yourself a look at other people's videos, if there's any out, and try and maybe get yourself a beta key on the internet and see what you think yourself. Anyway, cheers guys.